川藏公路. When I returned the same route, on the road in Gongbu Ningji, Zhang Guoha, Silian Zhang Guoha, now coming from Lhasa to Peking, I met on the road. And I told him, last year, when I coming through this road, full of suspicion, fear. Now I'm returning, same road, full of confidence, full of hope. But then, beginning of 56, uprising started in eastern Tibet, Kham area. Then we receive month by month terrible news. What's happening in this area? The same year, 56, I visited India, where I met Choale, and when we met, Choale conveyed to me he carried a special message from Chairman Mao. That is, reform 6 years postponed. And if necessary, after that, even can postpone indefinitely. Choale carried that message. In any way, 57, I think February or January 57, I returned. In spite of many sort of different views or even dangers, we return. I worked hard to cool down the situation, but failed. Then 59, uprising happened. So there is conflict, there is problem. Whether Chinese government admit or not, there is problem. That problem neither good for Tibetan nor to the People's Republic of China as a whole. We have to solve this problem. We are not seeking independence. We are not seeking separation. In spite of different history, see, we are always looking forward. Now we are 21st century. You see, things are not like the the early part of 20th century. Look, European Union, the spirit of European Union. These different countries in the past sacrifice their what say? Sovereignty. Sacrifice their their citizen, for protection of their sovereignty. Now that kind of situation is gone. Now people more realistic thinking about common interest. So European Union started. In early 50s, one great thinker of India, his name Bucknell Baba, spiritual leader as well as politician, and have long sort of sighted vision. He once expressed a concept of ABC. That means A, Afghanistan, B, Burma, C, Sri Lanka, and then India, Pakistan, all formed some kind of federation. I very much attracted these. And first of all, I very much attracted the worldwide sort of revolution. So national boundary is not important. So with these sort of backgrounds of my sort of belief, and also the practical reason, 73, 74, we already made up in our mind in Dharamsala. At that time, while China still involved cultural revolution. So at that time, we decided, now sooner or later, we have to talk to central government We have to talk. So the question of separation is out of question. And realistically speaking, not necessarily maximum benefit to Tibet, because Tibet, backward country, materially, very backward. Every Tibetan wants modernized Tibet. For that reason, as far as economic development is concerned, Tibet remains within the People's Republic of China. It is our own interest, our own sort of benefit. So, the spirit of middle wave approach started 74. So then 79, under the leadership of Deng Xiaoping, he himself rehabilitated after his own rehabilitation. We received some signal from Peking. Peking government or central government want to talk. Then we immediately responded. However, then around 86, 7, some democratic movement started in some of the university in mainland China. So the central government policy then became hardened. Then finally, Tiananmen event happened. So the central Hu Yanpeng dismissed. Hu Yanpeng, very, very extraordinary communist leader, full of courage, admit their own failure, their own mistake. He's such a person, I think really, thinking, realistic thinking. So he dismissed. And then Zhao Ziyang also is a disgrace. So then whole policy becoming more leftist thinking. So our dialogue, no value. Although we continuously carry pursue dialogue. So then 2008 is in this crisis happened. So at that time, a short moment, we received some different signal from Peking. Some are very hopeful signal. But then, within few weeks, that positive things disappear. The same hardliner. So in spite of that, we carry continuously as well
our pursuit of dialogue.
And also our stand not change. So after 2008, then the March crisis, I really get the feeling of exhaustion. Right? I publicly express our faith towards government now become thinner. But our faith towards Chinese people never shaken. Because the Chinese people, cultured people, hardworking, realistic, wherever Chinese community live, whether in Canada, whether in New York, or Vancouver, or New York, or San Francisco area, or in India, also in Calcutta area, where the Chinese community there, they not only sort of they adopt they sort of new life, adapt new life, but also they keep culture, including Chinese language, so that eventually wherever bigger Chinese community there, it creates Chinatown, no Indian town. It seems no Japanese town, right? But
there's one in
there's one. Yeah. Oh, I see. So these are the sort of indication that the Chinese people, practical, hardworking. And then after all, Buddhist country, historically. Chairman Mao's mother, Buddhist. Chiang Kai-shek's mother, also Buddhist. Two Buddhist mother, produce a little strange boy. So one time, Chairman Mao, you see, very much praising Buddha. He considered Buddha Shakyamuni is one ancient revolutionary. He mentioned to me like that. So in any way. So now, you see, the problem is there. This problem have to solve. Now, government side, a little hardliner thinking. Okay, they let them carry their hardliner sort of policy. But we, people level, you see, it is extremely important having sort of clear sort of understanding each other and try how to solve this problem. So that's why I'm very, very happy here. Okay.
Wow,
now questions.
This is wonderful, short history. And well, in the spirit of dialogue, Professor Lee, would you want to make some comment? And,
okay, sure, maybe. Well, first of all, I think it's an honor for me to be here with Your Holiness. And I just want to make two brief comments because I think you just gave us a very rich historical overview of your interactions with different Chinese leaders over the last 50 years. Basically, two questions. One is, first of all, I think when you deal with different generations of the Chinese leaders, what is your comments on the leadership qualities of the current leaders now, especially their policy towards you and Tibet? And the second question is, how did your religious faith, especially your teaching of compassion, help you to overcome all these kinds of difficulties in dealing with the Chinese leadership, especially whenever they change their signals and also their policy towards you?
동주까지 와서 사과터에 다돼 우티수
우티수 니버티
참제
네 돈이야 강에 남백은 돈렌시나 개발을.
I think again, whenever I explain, you see, my sort of answer always become a little longer. But you see, there's no other way. I have the feeling whenever you see we talk, I want to get the sort of holistic picture. So it have to explain the whole background. Now here, the leadership, same Communist Party, same one-party rule, same constitution. But I usually describe Mao's era, Deng Xiaoping era, Jiang Zemin era, Wu Jintao era. Mao's era emphasizes importance of pure ideology. Deng Xiaoping era don't care about ideology. Important is people's living standard must improve. So he opened outside world, and he actually, I think, bold enough to follow capitalism. So he emphasized economy. That really brought big change. Then I think, like you, thousands young students have the opportunity to study abroad. These are big change. Then Jiang Zemin era, because the economy liberalization, now new class now, not only working class, Laodong Remin, but also you see the new capitalist now people now coming, middle class, and also billionaire. So many cases, some individual become richer. Poor people still remain very poor, particularly those Laotian really now find difficulties. So therefore, this gap. Here is firstly. So you see, new class. Also, you see, very influential in the society. So now, Communist Party no longer party of working class people, party should represent all different classes. So therefore, idea of 3 represents Jiang Zemin. Then Wu Jintao, because the situation, a new situation create sort of what's the gap, rich and poor, and also coastal area and interior area. So there is problem, new problem. So Wu Jintao now emphasizes promotion of harmony, harmonious society. So these are indicate, I believe, Communist Party have the ability to carry the new initiative according the new reality. So therefore, now Wu Jintao emphasizes harmony